Welcome to class, students. Today, we'll be looking at a very important topic titled Driving and Motor Vehicle Law. Motor vehicle and driving legislation constitutes an extensive regulatory framework specifically developed to maintain roadway safety standards and optimize traffic management system. This comprehensive legal structure addresses multiple interconnected components encompassing traffic control measures, vehicle documentation requirements and operator obligations. Within Nigeria's jurisdiction, regulatory enforcement falls firmly under the Federal Road Safety Corps Authority, supported by regional traffic control organizations such as the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority. Component of motor vehicle legislation: we have traffic control management system, vehicle documentation and operator satisfaction, operator obligations and accountability, safety protocol requirements, regulatory enforcement mechanisms. Traffic control management system: the regulatory framework establishes mandatory compliance with speed restriction, traffic control devices, directional signage, priority of passage protocols and defensive driving standards. Vehicle operators must demonstrate consis ten t adherence to all established traffic regulations and control mechanism to prevent vehicular incidents and maintain optimal traffic circulation patterns. Vehicle documentation and operator satisfaction: vehicle documentation and operator certification. All motor vehicles require proper registration through designated governmental authorities, while operators must maintain current valid driving credentials. This dual requirement ensures vehicles conform to established safety specifications and confirms operators' processes, requisites, competencies and regulatory knowledge for safe vehicle operation. Operator obligations and accountability: vehicle operators bear responsibility for maintaining their vehicle in mechanically sound condition, carrying mandatory documentation including registration certificate and insurance verification, and demonstrating consis ten t compliance with traffic regulations. Additional obligations include mandatory accident reporting and full cooperation with enforcement authority during investigation. Safety protocol requirement: comprehensive safety measures mandate proper restraint system utilization, prohibition of impaired driving due to alcohol or controlled substances, and responsible communication device usage. Dis protocol specifically target risk reduction in vehicular operation while protecting all roadway participants. Regulatory enforcement mechanisms: traffic law compliance is maintained through systematic enforcement procedures including roadside inspection, financial penalties and graduated sections for regulatory violation. In Lagos specifically, LASTMA processes legal authority to detain and prosecute individuals suspected of traffic infractions. Nigeria regulatory specification: we have impairment threshold. Nigeria law establish a maximum blood alcohol concentration of 0.05% of vehicle operators. Safety restraint requirement: safety belt authorization is mandatory for all vehicle occupants without exemption. Community device restrictions: handheld communication device operation while driving is generally prohibited, though hands-free system may be permitted under specific circumstances. Vehicle operation authorization: Lagos jurisdiction specifically prohibits vehicle operation without valid operator or licence or with fraudulent vehicle documentation. Violation classification: impaired driving, excessive speed violations and contrary direction travel constitute serious traffic infractions subject to significant penalties and enforcement action. Licensing requirement: Nigerians drivers licence and vehicle registration procedures. Obtaining a drivers licence in Nigeria requires completion of certified driver education, successful examination performance and formal application submission through an authorised driver licence centre (DLC). License renewal procedures follow comparable protocols, though experienced drivers with current credentials may bypass retesting requirements. International driving permit (IDPs) necessitate possession of a valid Nigerian licence, completed application documentation, passport photographs and verified identity confirmation. Driver's license initial application process. We have professional driver training, competency assessment, proficiency satisfaction, documentation preparation, fee settlement, biometric registration, administrative approval, license distribution. Professional driving training. First time licensed candidates must complete instruction at a government accredited driving institution. Competency assessment. Upon training completion, applicants undergo practical driving evaluation administered by a vehicle inspection officer (VIO). Proficiency certification. Successful examination candidates receive official competency certification from the examining VIO. Documentation preparation. Applicants obtain standardized application forms through DLC facilities or authorized download portals. Fee settlement. Required licensing fee must be remitted through online payment systems or designated banking institution. Biometric registration. Candidates visit DLC facilities for mandatory biometric data collection and processing. Administrative approval. Completed applications undergo official endorsement by appropriate regulatory authorities. License distribution. Final license cards are collected directly from the issuing DLC facility. License renewal procedures. We have status verification, application completion, payment processing, biometric updates and document collection. Status verification. License holders must confirm current validity status or expiration date before proceeding. Application completion. Expired licenses require comprehensive reapplication processes including fresh biometric capture. Payment processing. Renewal fees must be settled according to established fee schedules. Biometric updates. When required, updated biometric information must be provided at designated facility. Document collection. Renewed licenses are retrieved from the processing DLC location. International driving permit acquisition. Qualification requirements. Applicants must possess current Nigerian driving credentials and satisfy a minimum age threshold, typically 18 years. Required documentation. Essential materials include validated driver's license copies, regulation size photographs, identity verification document, passport or national identification, completed IDV application forms available through FRSC office or official website, and payment confirmation receipt. Submission process. Accurate application completion document submission occurs through authorized issuing offices including AAA, portal services or designated agencies via personal, postal or electronic method. Financial obligation. IDP fees vary depend according to issuing authority specification and must be settled prior to processing. Processing time na administrative processing typically requires several weeks for completion and final document issuance. Traffic enforcement and vehicle registration system. Traffic violation encompass infractions including excessive speed, parking violation and operational offences. Vehicle registration procedures involve ownership transfers, credential renewals and importation protocols. Dis represent separate interaction categories with the Directorate of Road Traffic Services and comparable regulatory agencies. Traffic violation category. Speed limit violation. Exceeding established speed restriction results in financial penalties and po ten tial driving record consequences. Enforcement varies by jurisdiction with graduated penalty structures. Parking infrastructure. Violations include unauthorized zone parking, sidewalk obstruction or traffic impediment. Lagos specifically imposes 20,000 naira fines for walkway or curb parking violation. Operational violation. Infractions encompass signal violations, write off way failures or prohibited communication device usage while operating vehicle registration service, while the ownership transfer processing, registration, credentials renewal, import authorization procedure, traffic violation payment and dispute resolution, payment procedure option. We have Lagos State payment method. Traffic violation settlement can be completed through multiple digital channels including traffic management system, mobile application, official TMS web portal or traditional banking institution branches. Violation dispute procedures. Motorists may formally contest traffic citations through the designated mobile application or web platform within established time frame. Lagos main stance a 5-day challenge period. Payment verification support. For payment confirmation inquiries or persistent pending status issues. Despite completed transaction, violators can access TMS customer support service or utilize dedicated traffic assistance or